So when I first got my bronc saddle, you know, it was kind of on the idea that I was a little bit limited in the calf roping, horse-wise and through equipment and different things. My parents wouldn't let me ride bucking horses until I turned 18, and I kind of knew from the first one I ever got on that I'd found my fit, you know, and the dream started that day. Things were on an upward climb for me when I first, you know, not long after I first started riding, and I'm gonna say 2 years in, I made some bad decisions and started into the substance abuse. Never done drugs ever in my life, and I started using methamphetamines as a way to get from one rodeo to another. Things just started kind of happening, and I turned into an everyday drug user for a long time. Things just spiraled from there. January of 2014,
Okay.
I was 225 pounds, out of shape, broke, you know, trying to pay some debts, but going to substance abuse meetings every single day. I mean, I had my recovery, God first, my recovery second, in with my family, you know. My wife come home and she asked me if I wanted to go Sunday afternoon to watch the rodeo in Lafayette, where my dream all started. Opening of that rodeo, Stay Smith, who had it, and his opening was they bucked a saddle bronc horse in the dark, and so everything was a dark house and the spotlights on the buck and shoot, and they talked about the cowboy and his dreams and what we all live for, you know. And I got pretty emotional. I started crying, and I was flooded with my dreams. Just all of a sudden came back, you know. And I decided that day that I wanted to get on a few more bucking horses, just a few. Man, my whole family, without my mom and my wife, you know, standing by me and believing in me, you know, I can only imagine what they thought whenever I come home. About 3 or 4 days later, after we come home from the rodeo, I told them that I wanted to ride broncs again. And believe it or not, my wife has been supportive every single day. Without her, I don't think I'd be here. You know, a lot of people ask me if I'm nervous, and so far I'm not. I don't feel like I have anything to prove to anybody, and I just feel blessed to be here.
Right.
You know, no matter what happens, I'm gonna leave the arena every night with my head held high and give the glory to the Almighty, and that's the way I'm gonna do it. And however it shakes out at the end is the way it was planned all along anyways.
Right.